Hey guys, Baldr here. Gonna bring to you guys today a review on the Olight Baldr Mini. So purchased this on the Elite sale. So this is a weapons light. So this is something that I wanted to mount on a rifle. And I know what you guys gonna say. This is designed for a pistol. But after contacting Olight before I purchased it, they said you can put this on anything that has a rail, and you can mount this on a rifle, on anything that you can find a rail on. So I said, all right, so if they say it's good on a rifle, I'm gonna purchase it and I'm gonna put it on a rifle. So yeah, so this is mounted right now on just the rail of the Ruger PC. So just that front rail, but I'll show you guys my beef with it right now. So this is gonna be like, if you guys wanna skip the review after that or just end the video, I'll just show you guys what I don't like about it. So hopefully you guys can see that tiny little bit of movement. Even make some noise, but you guys won't hear it on the mic. But you guys see that? So this is what's wrong with this light. So my two Olights that I have that are like that, they just have that little wiggle. So if you guys know any way to get rid of that wiggle, any way you can just get rid of that, it's just, I've tried tightening up this screw right here. It doesn't do anything because it's not affecting the mount itself, and it's just not tightening it enough. So it's just not enough on that note to just get rid of that wiggle. The only way that I found on my Ruger PC, and I'll give you guys this tip if you want to mount it on there, on the regular Ruger PC, is to just back it up here and just back it like that, and then you close it into place, and now there's no wiggle. But you guys can see the gap here is a little bit more closed than this. So by putting pressure on the back side with the lanyard attachment right there, that little metal stud that's protruding out to be able to, not a lanyard, but the sling attachment, you could place your Olight on there, and it just creates a pressure on the back side of it, and now there's no wiggle anymore. So that's the only way that I found to put it on the Ruger PC, so that it doesn't move around too much. But still, it won't hold 0 at 50 yards. I know this is designed for a rifle, for a pistol, and to be effective in like 5, 10, 15 yards distance. But guys, I wish that it was just that little bit of slop. I don't know how they couldn't get rid of that at the factory, in the manufacturing process, or make anything else that you could just clamp afterwards, or just screw or put in there just to get rid of that slack, because that little slop there is just, it's just something that's not cool, guys. It's just the way that I found out that this thing doesn't hold 0 is I went to the shooting range, zeroed it at 50 yards on my Kodiak 223 or 5.56, and the next day or a couple of days later when I came back, this thing wasn't holding 0, so I couldn't even be on paper at 50 yards. So that's where I said, why does it do that? Why doesn't it hold 0? And after playing with it and seeing that little slop right there, that little bit of wiggle, is just, so that's why. So yeah, guys, so for the laser part and the light part of it, it's great. It's the laser is nice, green dot, so very visible at night, and the light is powerful enough. 600 lumens, that's just perfect. 130 meter throw for medium distance engagement, that's perfect. But that little wiggle is just, and the way that slop is there is just annoying, guys. So this is why I don't give it like a better score. I'm gonna probably score this like 6 out of 10. The light just functioned great. So if you just want this as a light, but you can buy a light that's cheaper than this and that's smaller than this by itself. So if you want the laser light, well, you have to think that the laser is not going to be effective beyond a certain distance. So you have to think that like 10 yards, 15 yards, it's just for quick acquisition. And at that note, I don't know if, just aiming with your sights is faster, or if you put a reflex sight on there, or, a type of holographic sight on top of your pistol if you can. But I know most pistols have a piece of rail on there, so whether it's Glock rail or 1913 or something. So on that note, you know, it depends what you want to do with it. Personally, I wanted to mount it on a rifle, and at least, you know, having a decent, just to be in like a couple of inches at 50 yards. You know, if it was like in 5-inch or 10-inch at 50 yards and it would stay in that zone, I would be happy with it. But it can't even stay in 10-inch at 50 yards. So that's something that bugs me a little. So for shorter range, this is perfect. But if you want to mount this like I did on a rifle, you're going to be disappointed. So if you're hunting at night, if you're shooting rabbits and you need, you know, to aim quickly and through the scope, it's not going to be as visible and it's not going to be as precise. Then, you know, you need something that's easier, faster to aim, and it's going to be more precise. But this isn't it, guys. I know at some point the Ruger 1022 had a laser stock that you could buy, and you know, there was a laser integrated into that stock, and that thing was really precise. But this is something that you mount on a rail that's secured into the rifle, and it's not moving, and it's not moving you know, in conjunction with the barrel. Everything is secured in place. But the problem is that the light and the mount are not as secure as the rest of the rifle. So that little part there, that little piece that's just slopping around, is just annoying, and I wish it was just a little bit more secure. So I would have been happier with my purchase. Right now, you know, I purchased it during the Elite sale, and I paid $100, about $110 per light, and they gave me like a free keychain light and stuff like that. So you know, it's not that bad, but to me right now, this is only a light. The laser is almost useless to me. So on a rifle, maybe if I'm, you know, in a situation where I need to use it at 5 yards or 10 yards, then it might do the job, but it's not going to be the end all to be all. So if you need to be really precise, I wouldn't count on it too much. So if it's a general direction, if it's, you know, you're in the States and it's a self-defense situation and you're at 5 yards, 10 yards, then it might be good on there just to aim at the general body mass, you know, the torso or something like that. It might do the job. But for longer range, if you want to have a shot that's more precise, this should be marketed as a general aiming tool, not something that's precise and, you know, with the laser and stuff like that. So they should have told that in the marketing. So it's not going to be 100% precise, and it's not going to be you know, repeatable zero on this. So if they said that this one holds zero, and you know, not to put that on something for longer range, that range, I would have probably passed up on it, and I would have purchased something else altogether. So that's a cool idea, though, to put the laser inside the reflector like that. That is a cool idea, and it's just making it short, compact, something it's innovative. So that's what I'm saying. So this is innovative. I would have liked to maybe have a model where you could plug maybe that little magnetic stuff there, and to have a pressure switch that you could put on, maybe if they come out with a rifle version. But if they come out with a rifle version, just work on that mount and just make it that it's not as sloppy as this, because this thing just doesn't hold zero, guys. So yeah, guys, so this is my review on the Olight Baldr Mini. Probably gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It is doing a job, but it's not as good as it could be, so from the factory. So, and I don't know why the engineers and, you know, the product testing at Olight did not notice that little bit of slop there is between the mount and the light itself. So that little clamping mount. So I don't know why they didn't notice that. So anyway, guys, if you find this review entertaining and if you find it informative, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out tremendously. And guys, it's just, you know, just a little thing that takes 2 seconds to do. So just give it a little thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated on my part. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.